This is the story the posterity would remember. This is a story of triumph of human will against an unprecedented natural calamity, a tussle between man and nature. This is about the unfaltering efforts, total solidarity between the government of Maharashtra, all the wings of the defense forces, and the people of Maharashtra. This is about a massive rescue operation and relief measures undertaken by the government to save the people of the state. The monsoon of 2006 started on a thundering note, as if giving glimpse of what was to come. The sky started pounding, pouring, screaming and storming, unleashing the mighty power of the skies.
जिन मुसीबतों से आपको गुजरना पड़ रहा है, उसका मुझे एहसास है।
Maharashtra had seen heavy rains and floods last year. But this consecutive year, the rainfall was unprecedented. 14 districts of the state crossed their annual rainfall figures by August 15 itself. All the rivers and dams started to overflow. But this time, the rivers were not merely flowing, they were overflowing. And the authorities, defense personnel, concerned NGOs were actually swimming against tide and time to save the lives of the people. Krishna, Panchganga, Bhima, Godavari, Purna, Vainganga and Tapi riverbeds cover most of Maharashtra. Some major dams are built on these rivers, all filled to the brim. Krishna, Bhima, Godavari and Tapi faced the brunt of monsoons thrice over. The violent flood water spread all over the state, rushing through 31 districts, 260 talukas, 10,300 villages of Maharashtra. Government machinery sprung into action. They had their skills tested to their limits in the 2005 floods. This time, they were ready. Well, unlike the proverb, it doesn't take many a monsoon to attain wisdom. A single monsoon like that was enough.
गेल्या वर्षीपासून महाराष्ट्राला हा सातत्यानं अतिवृष्टीचा सामना करावा लागतोय. गेल्या वर्षीपेक्षा सुद्धा यावर्षी पावसाचं प्रमाण हे अधिक राहिलंय.
The state had its first meeting for disaster management in the month of March. All the concerned departments and military, Air Force, Navy and police forces were alert and equipped to tackle a situation like this.
ह्या सगळ्या पुरामध्ये
In this flood situation, all the NGOs, youth and welfare organizations and sports bodies have demonstrated their strength.
All the control rooms of Mantralaya started buzzing with hectic activity. Control rooms became active. Disaster management cells from every district, along with control rooms, became operative. Their personnel put on 24-hour duty. Video conferencing was conducted on an hour-to-hour basis to gauge the latest situation.
The State Disaster Management Authority has been set up. It is under the chairmanship of the Chief Minister. This authority met regularly. There is an executive committee under the chairmanship of the Chief Secretary. This committee also has been meeting. And before monsoon, we gave detailed training to the collectors and other field officers to handle disaster like this. And when the floods came, the defense forces, Army, Air Force and Navy also came to our rescue.
Heavy rains continued to lash Nasik, Jalgaon, Amravati, Aurangabad, Nagpur and Pune districts of the state. Over 5 lakh people were evacuated and shifted to safe places. The rain became heavier and heavier, and its torrential outbursts spread all over the state. And it rained, and rained, and rained. The rains and the floods spared none, neither the rich nor the poor, neither the rural nor the urban, not even the God's own places. Vast population occupying this fertile land was the first to take the blow of the angry rivers. Department of Irrigation had to shoulder a major responsibility. Precision measures and spot decisions were required. Quick decisions were taken and were ably executed. Our first priority was to transport and rescue about 7 lakh stranded people to safe places.
तिथून मग एकदम प्राय आला खूप जोराचा पावसाचा अधिक वारं पाऊस मग आम्ही झाडावर येंगलो नंतर कंटेनरवर 48 तास आमचं सतत सुरू होतं आणि आम्हाला मृत्यू अगदी डोळ्यासमोर दिसून राहिला होता. मग नंतर हेलिकॉप्टर आला त्यामुळे आम्हाला म्हणजे असं वाटलं की आता आम्ही वाचणारच. एक जण आम्ही हेलिकॉप्टरनी वरती आलो.
11 columns of army, 8 boats, rescue groups from Navy, 54 rescue boats, manned by able survival divers, well equipped with life jackets, medical aids, and food supplies, were engaged round the clock. Over 1,000 people were airlifted. Defense personnel played major role in rescue operations, often risking their own lives. One representative each from the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force were in constant contact with the government authorities from their coordination cells, round the clock, covering every district. District administration, the first to arrive on site, played a crucial role. Chief Minister Vilasrao Deshmukh and Deputy Chief Minister R.R. Patil, with all their guardian ministers, were in constant touch with the control room. The coordination between all the concerned wings was total, prompt, and precise. These people in distress had no homes left, no food, no medical facilities. More than 1,000 aid centers were set up for the distribution of food grains all over flood-affected districts. About 63,000 quintal food grains were distributed, promptly and properly. Over 800 transit camps were set up. About 33,000 kiloliters of kerosene was distributed in all the affected districts. Cash assistance was provided to damaged or semi-damaged households. More than 7 crore rupees were distributed amongst the affected families. The state government spent about 69 crore rupees immediately without a single day's delay. But much more was needed. Centre assured 400 crore rupee package towards the relief fund.
भारत सरकार महाराष्ट्र सरकार की पूरी मदद करेगी.
With floods come epidemics and diseases. Department of Public Health kept them at bay. More than 28,000 workers from village level were trained in water purification processes. Doctors and trained nurses were rushed to all the affected districts from 7th July itself. About 9 lakh hectares of crop was destroyed. It included all major crops: sugarcane, paddy, banana plantation. Anything and everything submerged was destroyed. More than 9,60,000 hectares of crop, all destroyed in one stroke. More than 13 lakh people were homeless. Over 500 people were dead. More than 20,000 livestock wiped out. Damage to infrastructure facilities like electricity, roads, and buildings was alarming. Electricity poles collapsed and submerged underwater, causing a damage of about 66 crore rupees to the electricity board. More than 1,000 water supply projects were severely affected. More than 22 crore rupees are needed to restore them. The loss of the transport system is estimated to be at more than 1,700 crore rupees. The total loss is so huge that no single Indian state can manage to raise the required funds for restoration. on its own. Concrete and long-term plans were discussed in high-level meetings. The execution process for the rehabilitation is underway. It is given a top priority. Authorities working 24 hours, round the clock. Every person from the NGOs to the grassroots level employee contributing to their efforts in every possible way. We now have a clear picture. We are working towards a permanent solution. We would see to it that families near flood-prone areas will not live in uncertainty of natural calamity like this.
And it has been decided to rehabilitate the people residing within the floodlines.
Nature has always been unpredictable. In the tussle between nature and man, nature always has an upper hand. It is we the humans who have to take care of ourselves through iron will and determination. If the nature is unable to control herself next time, so be it. But we sure can control our lives and steer clear towards better and safer tomorrow. The deluge of 2006 would be remembered for the triumph of government machinery, defense wings and NGOs through sheer determination and courage against an enormous natural calamity that was the deluge of 2006.